Hi, this is Lara at Elliott Wave Forex with your free USD Index Elliott Wave analysis for the trading session dated 5th of July. And if New York had been open on Monday, it would have been closed now about 4 hours, but it was closed all day for 4th of July holidays, so the dollar was pretty quiet. With the Australasian session opening on the 6th, we've got some good strong upward movement beginning. We'll see if that continues. I expect it will. I'm going to go back for a brief look at an historical chart, just back 3 years here for the dollar. We had 5 waves down for primary C, 5 waves up for primary 1, ABC correction and expanded flat correction for primary wave 2. Thereafter, here's our more recent dollar rises. This is a primary third wave. The minimum requirement for wave 3 has already been met. It's already reached beyond the end of wave 1. I expect it will reach quite a bit higher though. First target to the upside lies at 91.91. That's where this third wave will reach equality in length with this first wave. However, the next upside and more likely target lies about 102.87. That's where this third wave will reach 1.618, the length of this third wave. A pretty common relationship between the two. I have 2 wave counts at the daily level for you today. I've got them charted in a little bit more detail. We'll go to the first one, where this primary 2 down here is this primary 2 down here, and here's our more recent dollar rises, with a 5 waves up for intermediate 1, ABC down for intermediate 2, 5 waves up for 3 with an expanded 3 within it, and an ABC zigzag correction down for intermediate wave 4. This seems entirely possible, but it does see this primary third wave, the whole thing, being quite a bit shorter than one would expect it to be. So it may very well be likely that this is the scenario that we may be looking at. 5 waves up for intermediate 1, exactly the same as the main wave count. ABC, little zigzag down for 2. 5 waves up for minor wave 1 with an expanded 3 within it. A deep ABC zigzag correction down for minor 2. And the dollar may now be embarking on a minor wave 3 or blue wave 3 within intermediate wave 3, within primary wave 3. If this wave count is correct, it allows for further upside movement for the dollar. It also says that the movement that we should be seeing in the next couple of weeks or so for the dollar should be very, very strong upwards movement. Pretty strong upwards movement looking like this, with corrections along the way. I want to see a breach to the upside of this little parallel channel. This is Elliott's technique. I've drawn around this wave 2 blue. First a trend line from the start of A to the end of B, a parallel copy placed on the end of A. When we have a breach to the upside of this parallel channel, then we have confirmation that this wave down is over, and the next wave in the sequence, however we wish to label it, the next wave in the sequence is up, would then be underway. A prudent and cautious approach is to stand aside from the market and wait until we have that confirmation before re-entering the market. This wave counts invalidated only by movement below 80.06, and our other main wave counts invalidated with movement below 82.20 because 4 cannot move into 1. Taking you now to an hourly chart, and here's our recent dollar movements. We didn't have much happen over the 5th of July because New York was closed, but we can see a really nice 5 waves up for this little wave 1 green I've got labelled here, with some very nice ratios, Fibonacci ratios in here. Wave 3 orange is just 0.05 short of 2.618, the length of this wave 1, and waves 1 and 5 are tending to equality and only failing to reach it by 0.04, so pretty good Fibonacci relationship between 3 and 1 here, and pretty close to equality between 5 and 1. Thereafter, 2 green probably ended here, and we've got 1 which on a 5-minute chart the possibly may be a leading diagonal, and thereafter a little 2 and some strong movement beginning for a third wave up. A target to the upside for this third wave may lie about 85.10. That's where this third wave from here to the target will reach 1.618, the length of this wave 1 from here to here. Thereafter, if price continues rising, a target about 85.54 is our next upside target. That's where this third wave will reach 2.618, the length of this wave 1. So some further upside movement, little correction for a fourth wave, one more push up thereafter. Some further upside movement to end wave 3 up to those targets, and then we'll be due for a correction for a fourth wave that at that stage cannot move down here into wave 1 price territory. So at that stage we can move our invalidation point up a little bit to here. Overall, for the next couple of weeks, we should expect the dollar to continue moving up. These pink lines are Elliott's trend channeling technique that works pretty well for the dollar, and it seems to be working quite nicely here on this hourly chart. First, a trend line drawn from the end of wave 1 to the end of wave 3, a parallel copy placed on the end of wave 2. We've got a nice breach to the upside of this parallel trend channel now, giving us some good indication that wave C blue is over, and the next wave to the upside in the sequence, however we wish to label it, is underway. So that's a fairly decent indicator, but I still would like to see a breach to the upside on the daily chart of the parallel channel containing the whole three-wave structure for this downwards movement ending in C here. So that's all for me with your dollar analysis. Further upside movement expected for the next couple of weeks with corrections along the way. I hope everyone had a fabulous holiday weekend.